Marky back at you once again. All right, so I wanna say this, and I ain't want to throw shade on anybody on Facebook or YouTube, but sometimes you have to. So, I listen to a lot of different people on YouTube. I subscribe to various people, and kind of down with my man Karcenio. He's a homeboy, Chi-Town boy. Roots there. But Karcenio kind of did something lame. And this is, not very Chi-Town like, you know what I'm saying? But involving himself in something I think he was forced to involve himself is due to the situation he created with Jay-Z. Basically telling the truth, but the situation that got created with Jay-Z when he had the Surviving Jay-Z little video and Jay-Z coming at them with the lawyers. So Karcenio gets involved with his boy shit, or one of his boy, Nick Cannon shit, with this Nick Cannon and Dame Dash interview where, Dame and Nick, really, if you listen to the interview, the key components of the interview is talking about the slave mind state of a lot of these niggas out here. So, I can't really get on board fully with these guys because the elite do have their hands in their pocket. I mean, you don't get some of the opportunities that they have gotten without the elite's hand being in your pocket. I mean, you ain't gonna just get Mariah Carey just because they they think it's cool. Now, Nick was smart enough to get the fuck away from that broad before they sacrificed his ass, but he's still been getting some perks from the elite. But he's a good businessman. One thing about Nick's about making money. He's very creative. So a lot of the projects you see Nick do, majority of them he kind of has put those projects together. He's got the new show, The Masked Singer. It's kind of strange, but the way I thought it was gonna be corny, but the way he does it, it makes sense. But they really were just talking about slavery in the music and entertainment industry, and how people just sell their souls, how people really don't focus on their mail. They don't focus on their business. They don't focus on creating their own opportunities. They're always looking for the handout. So that was the dominant part of that. Even with Damon saying, even with Def Jam, a place like this, things that were started by certain people, how after a while those things were sold off and just chopped up. And that goes on with a lot of black businesses. We get popular, we get the business up to the top of the mountain, then we just sell it off. I mean the only label left that's a black owned label right now is Cash Money. That's the only one left. The one they laughed at is the only one left still in the game right now. But Karcenio gets himself involved in this situation, and he brings up what's going on with him and Jay in his last video. Then he brings up this interviews. I'm like, what the fuck is he? This is a fresh interview. This ain't no new shit. So he brings up that interview. He brings up Jay-Z and Nick Cannon's true dislike for each other, or parts of it. And then he brings up, Nick. Jay loved Nick. Jay thought he could mentor Nick and all this. But the parts he leave out is that Nick was cool with Jay and Dame. So Nick is seeing what the fuck is going on from a perspective of two people. He's seeing it and hearing it from Dame, and he's seeing it and hearing it from Jay. But he's seeing the part from Jay that he doesn't respect, and that's the slavery mind of Jay-Z. The quick to bow down to the Yahudi mind of Jay-Z when you bow down to guys like Cohen and all this. He's quick to bend over. Basically, Jay-Z is a bend it over boy. I said it. He's a bend it over boy. He's quick to bend his ass over and allow these people to come in and rape companies that he helped create. Truth of the matter is, Jay-Z could have left Rockefeller. Jay-Z could have went to any fucking label in America. Any label. He didn't have to stay at Rockefeller. He didn't have to do what he did to Rockefeller, but he did that shit out of spite. Now, was Dame doing some over-the-top shit? I don't know. Like I say, I don't know the story. But I seen Dame at least trying to make Rockefeller bigger than what it could have been. And I heard, the word I heard at the time of that Def Jam shit was, them brothers were sitting down. Dame Dash, fucking Suge Knight, even Puffy were sitting down trying to get some form of control over distribution, which is the major market, the distribution. He who gets the shit out. It's like the dope game. He who gets the product out is on top. They were trying to really, really get control of distribution as a team, and Jay-Z sold them motherfuckers out. Jay-Z sold them out because he is comfortable being a slave. He is comfortable being a slave. And that's just what it is. So if I'm Dick Cannon and this nigga's coming to me about Rock Nation and all this other bullshit, and I'm business savvy and I look through the documentation, I look to what you're trying to sell, and all I see is this motherfucker gonna be controlling this motherfucker gonna be controlling that, and none of them ain't brothers, what the fuck you think I'm gonna say? What the fuck you think I'm gonna say about that shit? I'm just gonna be down with it, and the Dame over here telling me, shit, you can do it this way. You can do it on your own. You can have your own shit kicking and popping. You don't have to have Cohen and them with the leash around your fucking neck, moving your ass around like a fucking pawn. And some of these niggas like that shit. And Jay's one of them type of niggas. He didn't have to do that shit. He could have just gave them niggas rock, let them buy his ass out, and took his punk ass on. You don't destroy what you built out of fucking jealousy. You motherfucker, you do it the legal way. Buy me out, give me some money. I'll go over here with Def Jam and don't do my shit with Def Jam. I'll do my shit with Def Jam and be alright. I'll be alright. Cause if you so big, what the fuck you need the Rock for? You bigger than the Rock. You bigger than the Rock. You don't need them niggas. And then it's at a point where all these new niggas that are coming in, these niggas are pumping. You sit your old ass down and you start reaping the benefit. Shit. Now, as far as Dame doing what he was doing with the money, yeah, I've been upset. I'm like, dang, you gotta have control business-wise. And probably, after a while, he would have had to step away from Dame. And if the Rock failed, it failed due to Dame Dash. I wouldn't have my name on that shit. But, the shit was fucked up. The shit was fucked up. So, Nick don't want to fuck with Jay based upon this. Nick don't want to be a do-boy. Nick don't want to bend his ass over and take it up the ass. That's what Jay like to do. Dame don't like to do that shit. That's what Jay like to do. So, Karcenio kind of involves himself in this shit. And I don't know why. Because Nick supposed to be your boy. So, my thing is this. Fear is a motherfucker. Fear is a motherfucker. I told the motherfucker to sue me because I ain't got shit that you can get anyway. What the fuck you got to sue me for? Sue away. What the fuck you gonna take? My apartment? You know what I'm saying? So, don't allow people to kind of put you in the mix between you and your boy. You and your boy. Because the shit was bigger than how Karcenio tried to put it. This is a modern day, I don't want to be a slave type of shit. That's the truth. This is a modern day, I don't want to be a slave type of shit. You got a nigga that enjoys being a slave and two niggas that's like, fuck that shit. We gonna do it. And sooner or later, at the end of the day, them two niggas at the table is the niggas you want to ride with, because when all this shit is said and done, them niggas gonna be the motherfuckers that survive. It's always the motherfuckers that people laugh at, people joke about, that always are one hit and move away from doing what they said they're gonna do. Dame is a fucking Tory. One thing about Taurus is we motherfucking keep pushing and we're persistent. We finally get what the fuck we're looking for. Nigga's a good businessman. He's smart. He motherfucking takes chances that motherfuckers is not gonna take. Jay ain't taking them chances because he too fucking controlled. That nigga's too fucking controlled to take chances. He think he gonna rap forever and shit. He needs to sit his old ass down and shut the fuck up. Nobody wanna hear that bullshit. He up there trying to rap like a bunch of little ass kids. Sound like a fucking buffoon. I said it. What they gonna sue me for? My car? So, at the end of the day, don't get involved in stupid shit. I understand that they came at Karcenio hard. Honestly, Karcenio should have left the surviving R. Kelly bullshit alone. I did one video. I don't give a fuck about what R. Kelly was doing. Honestly. Like I said, I blame the motherfucking parents for allowing their children to be in an entertainment industry that we know what they do to kids. And we got historic story after story about how children have been abused at the hand of some of these people. But these parents are so fucking greedy that they will pimp out their own kids for money. And it happens all the time. It's happening today. It always gonna take place. I didn't involve myself in that surviving R. Kelly bullshit. So, not involving yourself in stupid shit. But don't let a person pit you between somebody who is your friend. At the end of the day, Nick is your friend. Don't get involved in that shit between Jay, Nick, and Dane. Jay gonna do what he do because he got his handlers, but Jay ain't got that much power like that. Jay big time in the society. He a big time in the society. But just like you big in the society, you got to understand you surrounded by niggas who big in the society and family members of nobles and all this other shit. So you ain't really popping off like that, motherfucker. You ain't really popping off like that. And you know, just like you can get people, there's always the rule that somebody can plot on you and send their attorneys after your ass too. So, you know, don't get involved in that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers will use you to put a wedge between you and people you care about, people you love, just to take you down. Because now, what's going to happen? Nick going to come out to Karcenio. Which Karcenio, shit, this motherfucker knows more about you than anybody. Game, set, point, match. Don't get involved in that Chi-Town, brother. I love your work. And I know you kind of got into a heated situation, but don't let that shit get you taken down by people who know you. Peace.